since it
used to be my comfort movie. Like when I was really sad, I would watch Wayne's World.
Did you watch the new Bill and Ted?
No.
No one?
I don't think I could stand to see Keanu Reeves look so old. Because he shaved his beard and he just looked like 10 years older. And I was like, oh no.
He looks really good with the beard though.
Yeah, he looks
fantastic
with the beard. He looks fantastic with a beard.
Yeah.
Free beard rides. Is that what you guys are hoping for from Kiana?
You know, I wouldn't say no.
Good to know.
His life philosophies are in alignment with mine, so that's always good too.
Oh, okay. So
How are we sounding here?
Y'all are sounding bright and clear.
Okay.
Solid.
This
All right.
microphone is so aggressive.
But I can hear you beautifully.
Okay, great. Yeah,
It's great.
It's too phallical for you?
everyone.
What's the problem?
This is like right in my face.
I was about to say, what dicks are you seeing that look like this?
Well, I shouldn't say.
I'm scared.
Shout out. All right. Can you count me in?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom. What
Sure, you
up?
don't want to sit this one out.
Too
Sure.
late. Too late.
No, he's already in the room.
I'm already strapped in.
Strapped on.
I said in, but
Is there any difference though, really?
No.
Okay.
No.
yeah, there's a difference. I've never been strapped in. What the fuck? Where am I? All right, my name is Jaunty Skellington. This is my beautiful wife, Kylie. That's fucking Fernandez. And today,
Fernandez.
we have a birthday girl in the house.
Miss America.
The tarot
Birthday
card
benches.
reading Jaunty Jungler.
Jaunty Jungler.
Yeah,
Cassie.
yeah,
Boom.
not Juggalo. That's just jungle.
But wasn't it Jungalo?
It was Jungalo.
And then there was some disputes.
Yes, I got a cease and desist from a company that purchased the word Jungalo.
What?
Apparently, they came up with that word. I had no idea. I thought it was
So
just
weird.
a super cute, trendy word, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I love it."
Oh, hold on.
It's owned.
Damn it.
Already.
You're good. It's just the camera.
Oh,
Repairing.
I thought
There's a
everybody
ghost
was looking
behind
over
you.
there.
Something
It's repairing.
over there.
We're repaired.
Damn, I broke the camera.
Started again.
You're too hot. You're too hot.
It's my saucy attitude.
Can't handle your
I'm gonna
sparkle.
bring it down.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I always called it Juggalo. I thought you were the Jaunty Juggalo. and then I asked your daughter too, because if you guys don't know, her daughter watches our son sometimes. I was like, "Is your mom in the ICP?" And
That
she's
was a
like-
hilarious
and she's like,
conversation.
"What is ICP?" I'm like, Insane Clown Posse. What is that? Never mind. I'm fucking
Well,
old.
first of all, she's 17, 18?
18.
She's 18.
Yes.
But they're
now,
still around. It's not like I'm like, "You ever heard of Buddy Holly?" You know?
Yeah. She wasn't familiar with the term juggalo either.
Yeah.
So that was a conversation,
Oh, fun.
which was fine. She was very interested. I was like, I mean, yeah.
If you want more information, go see Rob Schneider's Deuce Bigelow. It'll give you more information,
that
Maddie.
is the actual reference I used to describe.
Yay!
'Cause I remember that movie, and she was like, "Oh, okay, yeah,
Dude, I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Me
pretty funny.
too.
It's a good one.
yeah."
Yeah. All Rob
Weird
Snyder
guy.
movies are good.
Weird guy.
You can do it.
Yeah,
You
real
can
good.
do it.
All right, hit that subscribe button.
Do it.
Boom.
Do it.
Do it.
And we already know who the hell you are, so.
I don't think she's answered any of the questions, though.
No, she didn't.
Oh, she hasn't?
Oh yes.
Oh,
I'm
all
excited to redo the questions.
Oh, yes.
Oh, she did. She
Oh,
wants to
she
redo
did.
Okay.
Oh, do I
Okay,
get to
we'll
redo
redo
them?
I've been
them.
changing up the first one because I think people are getting bored with it. So, how about. Oh, my brain. How about what was the last thing you watched when you Netflixed and chilled?
Ooh, what was it? Oh God! It
Can
was
we
what-
guess? Can we
Yeah, let's
guess?
guess.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
guess.
excited for guesses.
Okay.
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 Hand me that pen. I'll guess too.
Oh, we have to write it down.
This is hilarious.
Okay.
What's the answer?
I made myself up.
The answer is what the health.
What the
Damn it.
hell?
Sorry to disappoint. Sorry to
I
disappoint.
almost put
It was a health food documentary.
And that got you guys going?
Oh wait, okay, I misunderstood the question.
Yeah,
No, the
Netflix
the
and chill.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Yeah.
In this,
I didn't get it either.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What else
I
could it
didn't.
be?
Literally, that all I do is Netflix and relax.
Last time you guys watched Hulu?
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. Like laying in my bed, like eating popcorn
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
like, in my
chilling.
pajamas. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So
Chill.
chill. Okay, then it was
Okay.
definitely the show Outlander.
Oh, I put Highlander because I forgot it's called Outlander.
Okay, well, you
that's what I
basically-
meant.
You basically got it. Yeah. Oh,
put Bill and
Scottish. Bill and Ted.
I definitely put the hot chick
No,
because I was thinking of Rob Schneider, and I only say that because I've had Netflix and chill with the hot chick,
That's
not
an
intentionally,
interesting
but
one.
it just happened.
That's
It
interesting.
just organically worked out that way.
Yeah, just organic. I
I think
don't.
the last time we Netflix and chilled, it was my 600-pound life.
yeah.
Wow.
No, it was 1,000-Pound Sisters.
1,000-pound sister.
Wow.
That's even
Wow.
worse.
I'm concerned. I have concerns
Yeah.
at this point.
It's
I watched that
always-
show with my grandmother.
It's all because it's never like, oh, we're gonna Netflix and chill. It's like, oh, we're gonna hang out, and then it always turns into something. It's like, oh,
Is that the remote in your pocket?
Yeah, that's what happened with
Good to see me.
Outlander. Like,
Yeah.
so we were totally in for this Scottish, show.
Romance, adventure.
We had no idea that it was a romance show, actually.
Oh, really?
And then it came on, and then there was like this time traveling that happened with the mystical stones. So at first, Jason was like, "This show is stupid. Like they just like none of this is real.
Yeah.
Like can we just watch the
And then
Highlanders?"
there were titties.
And then all of a sudden, it was a very graphic sex scene, like borderline porn.
And he's like, hold on.
Yes, basically.
Hold on.
He was like,
Wait a
okay,
second.
now we're going somewhere. And then, yeah, basically every time that we watched a new episode, we watched 6 seasons. Okay, so
Oh.
there was a lot of Netflix and chilling. But yeah, every time an episode came on, we were pretty much like, kids, go to your room. We're going to be in here watching the show. Don't disturb us. This is our special
Those shows are
time.
aphrodisiacs. It was Game of Thrones for me. Every time I watch Game of Thrones, I'm like,
Yes.
let's go get a bearskin rug.
That's
I
another
could
one.
not get over the Game of Thrones thing with them being related.
We
just
watched it when it
fell
first
off.
like was coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not even get past episode 4.
It was like I think it was
Cersei and Jamie.
the fourth
Yeah.
one. Yeah, when they start
I was
banging
like,
in that
nah,
tower.
I can't.
They're related. Oh my
And they were like normalizing it too, like it was really
yeah,
no big
it
deal.
was disturbing to me. I don't know.
Same.
It was weird.
Same. I didn't.
Oh,
enjoy
I
it
guess
at all.
maybe there's something wrong with me because I was just like here for the drama. I was like, yeah,
Yes.
you pushed that kid out that window. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Kylie. It grossed me out too.
Yeah.
And then there ended up
I mean, that
being
was a
another
thing, though, back
incest.
Yeah, that wasn't the only one.
There was. I don't remember who it was, but there was.
Oh,
I know
I
for
know.
sure.
It's like I know who you're talking about. I can't think of what their names are in,
Oh,
in
it
the
was
show.
Jon Snow and the motherfucking Queen of Dragons. They
Oh.
ended up being like he was like her uncle
Her
or
uncle,
something.
or she was his aunt. That's what it
Yes.
was.
Yeah, she was.
and
the
it was just
aunt.
like,
That's weird.
and I was
but
really disappointed.
it's
because
Jon Snow. So
No, I was
He's
so
not
there for them,
cute.
but then
What?
they related.
you don't think Kit Harington's cute? Oh my!
Wait, like his
God.
character or in real
Like,
life?
just all
Any of
together.
him.
Oh, his character is hot.
You know
don't see it.
nothing,
Get on
Jon
board.
Snow.
I'd be on the Jason Momoa train.
Oh well,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true. That's
I
true.
mean, who isn't though? I mean, even dudes are on that train.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true. Are you on that train?
I'm not on that train.
What train?
Aw.
What train am I? I'm not on any train.
Keanu Reeves. We already had that.
He's on
discussion, I thought.
he's on your train, baby. He's on your train.
I'm on the 600-pound life train.
Yeah. Wow.
Great.
Show me some cankle.
Those loofahs on the stick really do it for you, huh? You know, like when they have to get in there with
Oh
that
yeah,
loofah stick.
powder my folds, baby.
I've never seen any show like, okay, that's not true. I've seen The Biggest Loser, but never anything that's like reality, like following them around while they are being that big. Like, you know.
Well, don't start with 600-pound life.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I've heard.
Sad.
I know. I don't want to. It's good. It always makes me like sad, but then also angry, and then I'm just like, I can't do this anymore.
It's an
just-
emotional roller coaster.
yeah.
My niece's class is watching my 600-pound life in their health class.
Really?
What?
Yes.
It's pretty smart
Wow.
though, because once you
Yeah.
get that big, like, there's no going back. I mean, there is going back,
There
but
is.
you've done irreparable damage.
Oh yeah, like that's why they all have to have the skin surgery.
Yeah, so it's good to see, like, hey, Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yes.
Just,
It's like the sex ed, like when they used to show like worst case like herpes. Oh,
Oh.
wow. Rude.
The level of disrespect.
I know, right?
Rude.
Fuck.
Don't you see we're in the presence of a queen?
I know,
I know,
birthday
right?
I
girl.
wore my fucking tiara. It's not even mine.
When they'd show like that the worst case herpes like
Oh,
genital
God.
warded dick.
Yeah.
The blue waffle.
Like this will be your dick if you like mess around with a bunch of broads.
Hey, it didn't stop you.
Yes, it- oh,
Wow. So bring out the dirty laundry. I was
numbers
traumatized
low,
by
thank you.
Googling the blue waffle in high school. That was like a big thing. Well,
The
not
blue-
really in high
what's
school
the
because we
blue
didn't have
waffle?
Google.
It's a
There you go.
venereal disease. It's a STD, and it causes your vagina to get all blue and pussy.
gross.
It's pretty
The
disgusting.
blue waffle.
I've
That's
never
hilarious.
heard-
Don't
this.
do it.
Don't look it up.
If you're ever just
I
like,
won't.
oh, I'm curious, like, don't do
No.
it. Because it, like saying, okay, go Google the tentacle girl. Like
yeah.
that's a pleasant surprise because even though there's butthole in there, you're like, oh, she's really pretty and that tattoo is amazing. But if you say go Google the blue waffle, you will not be able to eat for several days.
It's really bad.
That sounds like the name of my next punk band.
Yeah. I fell for a lot of internet research stuff when it first was. So the internet like came out when I was in high school. Well, it came to my neighborhood when I was in high school. So as we were, transitioning into our young adult lives, we just had this internet available
Ask
to us.
Jeeves.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
ask Jeeves all day.
we were AOLing so much stuff. Like
AOLing so
yeah.
hard.
I remember
Yes,
You
it
got
was
mail.
absurd. It was absurd. My Google search back then,
Yeah.
and I fell for everything. Have you seen that video? One guy, one jar, or God,
Is this
Sounds
a
like a
sequel
hoot.
to Two Girls, One Cup?
I don't know, but
I
this-
I never watched
it's
that.
awful, and I was like
watched it.
felt so bad for this guy because I think he died, but it's really weird.
Oh,
And I
did
was like
he die?
traumatized. Well, he sat on a glass jar,
Sad
and then
for
it
that.
shattered.
oh no!
Yeah, he sat on it like directly on his anus. So it went in, but then the pressure shattered the jar. So he was just like
No.
bleeding all over the place. And I was like,
Was his intent to put the jar up his ass?
I think yes, that was the intention. That's what he was
How big
going
of a jar
for.
was this?
But I
Was it
think
like
he.
a glass Coke bottle, or was
no,
it
no,
like
no,
a
no. It was like a
mason
pickle jar. It was like a
Oh
mid-sized pickle jar. Yeah, yeah.
Jeez,
But he
dude.
did it like upside down, or like he did it wrong or something.
There's
so
no
it
right
caused
way.
like a vacuum or like pressure, and it just
Oh,
shattered,
geez.
and there was blood just dumping out. And like
man.
it was a group of us watching it, and everyone was like laughing, and I was like, "Why are you laughing? This guy's bleeding to death. Like we're watching him die right now." And
Yeah,
they were like,
that's
"Yeah, that's what he
awful.
gets." And I was just like, "I can never get on the
Do
internet
you remember
again."
that website, E-Bombs World?
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god!
Oh, that was
yes.
awful.
What were we doing? Like
I don't
why did-
know.
Hey, you
fucked
know
up.
what? Now
That's
if
where
there's
Salad Fingers was, right?
oh,
I don't know what
Salad
that
Fingers
is.
creeped
That
me the
one.
fuck
It's a cartoon.
out. It's just this.
I don't
it's
want to
a-
know.
It's just a cartoon of this weird looking. I don't even know how to describe what he looks like, but he's got
Kind of like
salad for
Nosferatu without the
fingers.
ears.
Like lettuce?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
And he's like,
strips
like
of lettuce
super
as his finger, and he talks about the rusty spoon, and it's just so.
You guys never seen that shit?
No.
No.
So like I watched it. I watched one little because there's like little tiny episodes, and I watched one episode, and I was like, I don't know why I'm so disturbed, but I just feel awful now.
Sounds like
Yeah.
something I would have a nightmare about.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pass.
Google
hard,
it.
Hard pass.
I
Yeah.
might have to Google it.
Hey, there were pervs before the internet, and then the internet happened, and they're like, oh, now I can send all my pervy shit worldwide.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why I was so confused. Like, why did I, at the age of 19, get sucked into pervert internet? Like, what was happening in my life that that's
Interesting.
where I went?
I went straight
You're
for Faces
19?
of Death.
Oh, I remember that page.
Faces of
Man.
Death?
Oh
Yeah.
God, it was
What's
so
that?
gory. It was like people just totally fucked up.
It was live footage of people dying.
Oh my
Like,
god.
people stepping on landmines, people getting beheaded in
Oh, yeah, like
Mexico.
crazy
no.
stuff.
Oh
Car
I saw
no.
a guy like
crashes.
commit suicide. He like
Yeah,
jumps off of the
suicides.
building and then just smacks the ground. Like wild. That may be like a rage thing because we have a similar rage background.
Well, and it was just like intriguing because you're like, why am I watching this? But then you couldn't stop watching.
I know, and then it's like 4 hours later.
As soon as the next one would start, you're like
4 hours later.
You're like, what's gonna happen to this guy? Because they're not like a guy gets like trampled by a bull. Like you just see the guy walking down the road, and you're like, what's gonna happen to him? You know something's gonna happen to him.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
then
feel
out of
like
nowhere, you see this guy get fucking speared. You see it come through his back, and he just gets ripped apart and thrown, and you're like,
oh shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the extreme level of watching people like trip and hurt themselves or like try to do a stunt and they
like
hurt
Jackass
themselves.
Extreme.
Because
Yes.
those are, my dad watches the shit out of those and he laughs like a fucking hyena when he sees people like,
So does she though. She loves Jackass.
it's so embarrassing.
Cold-hearted.
Okay, miss watching people die for 4
a
hours.
child, basically.
Hey,
If you want to hear her like belly laugh, put on Bad Grandpa.
I love
gross.
bad grandpa.
I'll
Oh,
be in like a
Jesus.
different room and you hear like so loud. You're like, oh, Bad Grandpa's on.
That's a good one.
That's
I have
hilarious.
to watch that tonight.
Oh, I don't like that shit. All of my family watches ridiculousness, like with people just like falling and getting hurt, and I'm like, I
Rob
don't like to
Dyrdek.
watch these people getting hurt, and they think it's hilarious.
Well,
That's pretty
that's what Americans' funniest videos was a lot of times.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like
It was just more tame.
yeah, like cats trying to jump through a window and they're like,
Yeah, that stuff is
Yeah.
funny. See, cats are funny.
when they're getting hurt. What's the same?
Well, no, I guess not. I don't know. Plot twist though, because the host ended up being super weirdo.
Oh, Bob Saget.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's a perv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a grade A perv.
Oh, in his defense, he always was. Like if you check out his early stand up, he was always a really dirty comic.
Yeah.
And then he
Really?
just happened to get cast on Full House, and he was just playing
was
a
playing the
character
role.
on Full House.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
I never
then
saw
there was an
any of
outrage
his-
because then people started to pay attention to him, and then he'd go out and do all these like dirty ass jokes, and then people were like, "What, you're supposed to be our TV dad."
Yeah, you're a TV dad, Bob
They're
Saget.
like, hey, watch your mouth. But didn't he like say a bunch of racist stuff on one of those stand-ups?
I think was that him? No, was that something?
Well,
Oh
Kramer
no,
did.
that was Kramer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, Kramer had like a rage moment because
Yeah.
he was getting heckled by a black family in the crowd, and then all of a sudden he just fucking
Lost it, man.
yeah, he went off.
It only takes one time, and that's
Yeah.
it. You're ruined forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Well, he was saying some stuff that you should probably get canceled for.
Yeah.
It wasn't like like
Don't say it.
some cusp of like just anger. It was
Don't
like
say it.
it was deep rooted.
Oh god.
Stuff, you
like
know?
maybe he needed to spend some time at the sanatorium.
Yeah, I don't know.
Poor guy.
Yeah, whatever.
So, Miss Smoke Show, in the last, since we talked about you being 19, in the last XX amount of years, since we won't be rude and talk about your
I'm gonna
age,
try to do the math.
what is something that you would indefinitely change, or are you somebody that doesn't live with regrets?
Oh yeah, definitely wouldn't change anything. I've gotten to this point in my life where I'm so at peace with where I'm at and the people that are around me and what I'm doing that I would not risk changing anything because I could potentially sacrifice.
Oh, we'd
where I'm
love to
at.
hear it.
Yeah.
That's good.
You just never know, you could go back and say you want to change one small thing and then end up way worse off than, where you're at now. So no regrets for me. Everything happened for a reason, exactly how it was supposed to happen. And
No regrets.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, what
No
kind of
regrets,
porn do
only
you watch then?
lessons.
Fucking
Yeah, what kind of porn do you watch?
Man, I
Highlander.
really,
Outlander.
yeah. I watch like
Highlander.
the
Do
Do they
most
have Highlander?
vanilla.
I bet they do.
Oh yeah, they do.
They got some.
I
She
can
knows.
confirm that they do.
Yeah, I got a book tabbed or whatever.
Yeah, like my porn has to have a romantic edge to it. Like there needs to be a love story. There's got to be some romance in there. I need someone sweeping me off my feet. If the three guys show up with their construction belts on, they're like, "We're here to fix your sink." Not happening. You better have a fucking poem with you and some roses and Yeah.
I need the cinematic story too. I don't need it to be romance, but yeah, I don't like it when it.
You need some background for
Yeah,
these
I
people
need-
that are
Yeah.
just out to fuck each other. That's the
I
whole
need them
point.
to set up the world.
Set up the
I need a whole
world.
scene. Yes, I need the side characters.
What,
I need
what
the silly
porn
best
verse am I in
friend.
right now? You know?
I watched one in a hotel room that I was staying in with my now ex-husband. We were trying to like spark up our relationship, and we started watching this like what's the word I'm looking for? The softcore porn. Like it's not, it's not, it's not real. But anyway, so the whole storyline is that there's these vampires, like this vampire motorcycle gang that is like terrorizing this town, and like these women. I don't actually know the whole rest of the plot, but there was what, like, I was kind of into it. I was like, okay. And there's like a few little like very tame sex scenes, and I'm like, okay. And then
You felt the hand on the back of your head.
no, I don't like a head pusher.
Does anybody?
I don't know. Some people might. I don't know. Anyway, so then this like the main vampire guy and this chick start having sex on a motorcycle, and it took me all out of it. I was like, "There's no way. There's no way that you
Impossible.
could have had
It's not
sex on
practical,
a
it's not comfortable.
motorcycle and it look real and it be like." Because the thing is like it was all like sexy and nobody is like fumbling around like they're almost gonna fall
Yeah.
off the bike. Like
Yeah.
it's not. And I was like, okay, I'm turning this off. Like this is
So,
ridiculous.
It's the same thing for me for like sex on the beach. No.
Oh, yeah.
No. Sand.
I don't
every-
I don't
no.
need sand in my crevices. Thank you very
Your
much.
blue waffle.
Yeah. That would be God. You would never be able to get all that sand out
No.
in that situation. Never. No.
No.
You'd have
Never.
to just cut it all off.
Cut it
Start
off.
over.
And I mean, obviously, like if you're watching softcore porn, it doesn't have to be super realistic, obviously, but it needs to be something that it's like, that actually makes sense, like in a bed
Yeah.
or on the floor or something, but not on a
but
motorcycle.
why dip your feet? Why not just jump in? Why are you watching like Showtime shit?
Look, they didn't have anything else. Okay, it was just the vampire motorcycle porn. I don't
get
know.
warmed up. I'm not just jumping in, especially these ones where there's multiple dudes and one female. I'm like, I've met a lot of women in my life, and none of them ever have said that they would enjoy having more than one man at a time in multiple holes. Like, it's not pleasurable. It's not enjoyable.
I know some girls that would.
on who the
Are they porn stars?
No.
Okay, well, maybe. I don't know. I just
We'll
for
talk
me,
later,
like,
Cassie.
just watching it, I'm like, and the guys.
Well, what
in the
about
porn
two
are
girls,
never-
one guy?
That's different
How's it different?
because women are like, we look good. The men,
What if it's two attractive
the
dudes?
men in pornos never look good. Like, where are they finding these guys?
But that's it. So that's the premise, though. So if you had Keanu Reeves and Jason Momoa, you wouldn't be like, all right, or you'd be like,
That's why I
"Whoa,
said it
guys,
depends on the guy.
one at a
because,
time."
because
Honestly,
if it was
in that
like
situation, I think I would prefer if they were like fighting for me, and then the victor
fuck
gets
it?
the spoil.
no, I want to be the spoiled princess in the middle of these two hunks. Like
Yeah.
that's like the ultimate. Because if it was like Henry Cavill, you know who that is?
Superman.
Superman,
Oh.
and then Jason Momoa, and I'm like this like pampered princess. Like that's the ultimate dream. Like who wouldn't
Yes.
want that?
I live for that.
Who wouldn't
actually.
want that?
Like, I would
Define
love to have just a bunch
pampered.
of men at my disposal.
Yeah.
That's the perfect porn. Like the woman just walks in and there's
Yeah,
like
they're
there's like a
feeding her
gallery
grapes.
of men, and she's like, "Yeah, let's go."
She's dressed in a ball gown and tiara.
Exactly.
Yeah, you,
She's
let's
dressed
go.
in, like, just whatever the fuck she wants. Maybe she comes
Yeah.
in her sweats one day with no makeup and a messy bun, and she's like, "Let's go." That's the ultimate fantasy for me. Why doesn't that porn exist? Maybe I should make it.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Somewhere,
Make it.
somehow.
You got time for an ad?
Yes. This episode is brought to you by Dark and Jury Clothing. Dark and Jury is an edgy fashion and lifestyle brand that embraces great design and unsurpassed quality. Dark and Jury has quickly gained a following amongst
Brr.
fans of the occult, horror,
White
punk
Claws.
rock, heavy metal, and all-around free thinkers and retailers worldwide without shoving a preachy, trendy, or political message down your throat. So buy the best, fuck the rest, darkanddrearyclothing.com.
Yeah.
darkanddrearyclothing.com.
Anybody seen a wabbit? I didn't know what to do or give you for your birthday, so I made you something. I don't know if it's weird or not. After I finished, I was like, "Is this weird?"
No, it's not weird.
First of
seems
all, I
weird.
did not see this
It's
until
never
he
weird.
just walked in the door before this.
I just
Okay.
painted it like 20 minutes ago.
I'm super excited. Also, I just created a whole art wall. Wow, words failed me. Art wall in my office. So
I hope you have a lot of room.
this is it.
This is it.
Do I get to look at it now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Oh my god. This is so cool.
It's my version of you.
Hold it up. Oh my God! Look,
Just
that is so cool.
tiara.
Okay, I'm not gonna cry, but I'm like kind of gonna cry. This is so cool, Sean. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's
Oh my God,
amazing.
so cool. Yes, there's a crystal ball. Oh my god, I love it.
Aw.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna give you a hug after.
Okay.
You don't have to. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you so much. Really, man, this has been like the best fucking birthday ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you feeling the love?
Yes, I've gotten so many messages today. Now I really am gonna cry. And
Don't do it.
Do it.
it's just been great.
She's gonna make me cry.
Everybody's just been so kind. Man, I fucking love Waco so much. This is a friend group that I've never experienced before, and
Same.
it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you told me to remind you of something for the podcast, and at first you said toxic podcast, and I thought, what podcast are we talking about? And then she said toxic positivity. So I just wanted to remind you of that.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Did you hear him? What?
Toxic positivity.
Well, whenever we were first talking about me coming on the podcast, I mentioned that was something that I wanted to address just because it's been coming up so often, and I keep circling back to it, and I've had a lot of clients talking about it. So when we talk about toxic positivity, we're really talking about like it's okay to be optimistic and positive, but we also can't use that optimism and positivity as like a veil or a blanket to hide all of the negative stuff that's going on. So I'm a huge fan of affirmations and, hyping yourself up and talking yourself up. But on the days that, we're not feeling positive and happy,
Not okay.
I do not support pretending like you're okay and you're happy and showing up and putting on a mask and pretending like everything is fine because you don't want to make people around you uncomfortable. Like if you're having a shit day, own that shit day. Just be in a shitty mood if you need to be in a shitty mood. If somebody asks you if you're okay, don't give them the yeah I'm fine. Give them the no I'm not. I'm not okay today. And then also when people are talking to you and they're having a bad day or venting or whatever, we fall into these habits where we want to cheer people up. Other people's discomfort makes us uncomfortable. We would prefer that everybody is just in a good mood, because when someone else is not in a good mood, we have all these insecurities that start sneaking in, and then we're like, oh, did I do something? Like, why is he in a bad mood? Why is this happening? And we immediately go into like,
What's it got to be he?
She?
When I'm in a bad mood, everybody knows. I don't hide it under a toxic veil.
Person, just approaching people and giving them space to vent and be in a bad mood, and not always trying to have a suggestion or cheer them up or, hey, this will make you feel better, cramming stuff down their throat, or, repeating things like, it'll be okay. Sometimes you just need to let those feelings out and have a bad day. Toxic positivity is a real thing. We don't have to be happy all the time. That is unrealistic. It is unrealistic. Happiness is an emotion, just like every other emotion that we experience in fluctuation. It comes and it goes. There are things that make us happy, and then it goes away after that. I don't know why there's this weird idea that people are just living in happiness all of the time. Like, that's never going to happen.
Social media.
Yeah, it's never going to happen, man.
Well,
Well, to play devil's advocate too, like, okay, so I've been known to be less sensitive. So, like, if somebody's having a bad day, and I'm more of the person will just be like, or suck it up, or get over it, or whatever. Like, I've been trying to like change that behavior of mine.
Yeah.
To maybe throw a little toxic positivity in those situations.
And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to throw positivity in, you can just be supportive of the person that's having a bad day. Like, man, I'm sorry that you're having a bad day. If there's something I can do to make it better, tell me, I'm game for it. If you're not, then don't offer that, because then, if they want you to do something, then you're gonna be like, oh, I don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
So don't offer that if you're not, open to actually doing it. But really just approaching it from a place of understanding and empathy is the biggest thing, like, because we all have bad days sometimes. So if someone that's close to us is having a bad day, all we really have to do is hold space for them to be in a bad mood. Just let them get those feelings out. My big thing is when people tell me to calm down.
Oh, yeah.
Never in the history of those two words being put together has it ever helped someone calm down.
Yeah, no.
It only does the opposite. So if I'm in a bad mood and someone tells me to calm down, I'm about to fucking rage.
Yeah, same.
It's just going to be so much worse. But that's kind of along those same lines. Like sometimes you don't have to say anything. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just have to maybe give that person a hug if they're open to it. Like, don't ever hug anyone without consent.
Yeah.
But, if it's someone that you're close to, and that they'd feel better, or just being there and telling them, man, I know, it sucks to have bad days sometimes, and you can remind them, like, today might suck, but eventually it might be better. But sometimes people don't want to hear that. Like, sometimes in a bad mood, and I don't want someone to tell me it's going to be okay. Like, I fucking know it's going to be okay, but right now it's not. Now it's not okay, and I just need to get that out.
The thing that just irks me the most is when someone is like, oh, you should just count yourself lucky, and I just want to be like, look, I wasn't saying that I'm not, like, grateful, but I'm allowed to be upset about my circumstances sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. Or they'll be like, well, have you tried doing this? Have you tried not being sad? And you're like,
have you tried not being sad?
Fuck you. Like, of course I've tried. You think I haven't tried? Or they'll say something like, well, maybe you should go outside. Maybe you should go for a walk. Maybe you should, go whatever. Like, they just want to throw off these suggestions that you're like, I've tried all of these things, so you're not helping me.
Discomfort makes them uncomfortable, so they want to alleviate that in you so they can alleviate it within themselves. Your discomfort triggers their discomfort, and now they were in a good mood, probably a fake good mood, and your bad mood has brought out their real mood, and now they're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, great. Let's just go for a walk, which I am a huge advocate of, actually. That's very helpful and beneficial.
Walking.
Yes. And being in nature in general.
Go for a walk next time, Jordan.
Yeah. But you want to go for a walk.
Calm down while you're at it.
Gotta do what you need to do.
Yeah. Sometimes you want to go to the rage room and bust your TV open.
Exactly.
Shout out.
All feelings are valid. That's the point.
Yeah.
All feelings are valid. And when somebody comes to us to vent or complain, or they have a bad day, and we tell them things like, count your blessings, or look at it this way, or we just start trying to shove our opinions down their throat.
You could have it so much worse.
Yes. We are invalidating their feelings when we do that.
It's a complete dismissal. Just to have somebody just be like, oh, well, you could be poor. You could be living on the street. It could be so much worse.
You're like, I know, Karen. Thanks. Cool for helping me.
I'm glad. I'm glad now. Thank you. I feel so much better that I'm not living on the streets.
Which, I mean, I am. I'm happy I'm not living on the streets. That would fucking suck.
Yeah.
But, I had to get that out, because I've had so many people that they don't want to talk about how they're really feeling. They don't want to vent, because then they're like, oh, I'm being negative, or I'm complaining, and that's not the way it works. If you have that emotion in you, you need to release it. If you try to mask it or hide it or pretend like you're happy, you're repressing that emotion. You're repressing that energy, and then that's how you end up with all this shit built up, and then people snap.
I mean, obviously there's a line, because there's toxic negativity too, to where you complain and whine so much that it's just like, oh my God,
Yes.
like, I am so sorry I asked you.
Those are energy vampires.
Yeah. Yes. And those are the people that really do need to, like, you can only complain so much, and if you're not putting in any effort to alleviate the situation or change the situation, if you're not trying to come up with any solutions, then you're just complaining to be complaining, and that's annoying for everybody involved. Mm-hmm. But those people, they have to have a mindset shift also. They don't see how much they're complaining. They can't see it because they're in it, you know, they're what I like to say, they're in their shadow, and you can't see your shadow when you're in the dark. You can only see your shadow when you're in the light. So it takes it's a little bit of a process on that end. But the toxic positivity is an easier adjustment to make because a lot of those people are already in a better mind frame, I guess, than the people that are complaining all the time. There's usually a lot of depression and anxiety that goes along with the over complainers. But with the over pacifiers, it's like just stop, okay? It's not rainbows and sunshine every single day. It's not.
Yeah.
And I love rainbows and sunshine. Like, I'm a rainbows and sunshine gal. But not every day, man. Not every day. Sometimes you just got to let people be in a shitty mood.
I'm a dark and gloomy guy.
You're not, though.
You have sunshine and rainbows sometime.
He
It's
does.
just a different kind.
Dark rainbows.
Dark grays and blacks.
Monochromatic rainbow.
Maybe a dark blue in there
Neon,
sometimes.
Like, there's some like popping colors in here.
I've been adding more colors lately.
So there you go. Your rainbows becoming neon. There you go.
You're expanding your emotional and color palette.
Yeah, there you go.
Emotional color palette.
So good.
What color are you
Like
today?
Black.
Black.
So yeah, I just wanted to mention that since I had an opportunity to address a large crowd of people.
What color do you feel like today?
What color?
Yeah,
do
what
I
color
feel
are
like?
you today?
Oh, I'm blue. All
Blue.
Blue.
Yes. Yeah, blue. But blue
good
is
color.
the throat chakra, and that's our communication and truth and, you know, purity of speaking. And I like to wear blue anytime I have to communicate effectively with somebody because I feel like it heightens that power.
I'm feeling orange. Which one is orange?
Orange is the sacral chakra. I mean, we were just talking about porn, so.
Yeah.
What chakra is brimstone?
Probably
Red
the
is-
root chakra.
Yeah.
And that would really be where all the brimstone would be coming from, is the root chakra. That's all your ancestral connections and your family lineage.
There's a lot of dark
Interesting.
rainbows in that lineage.
Yeah. That'd be like the hell of the human body for sure. The root chakra.
Nice. We got time for an ad.
Yeah, maybe I can actually do it right this time. This episode is also brought to you by Skellington Curiosities. Skellington Curiosities is the only curiosities and oddity shop in Waco, Texas. Full of clothing, lingerie, accessories, oddities, and everyday curiosities. A spooky vibe 365.
Yeah.
Visit us online at skellingtoncuriosities.com.
Oh, I didn't get the memo about doing the spooky thing. Dang it. Could have done it with you guys.
We're getting towards the midnight hour. Do you guys want to do some shout outs?
Boop, boop, boop.
Well,
Yes.
that's quick.
I want to do a shout out to my ghoul gang. Thank you so much for coming to my house and painting it.
Oh, yay.
It was so fun. Elena brought spaghetti, and we painted, and we had a good time. And yeah, so I'm really, really happy. It's got a little bit more to go, and then we can move in. Like
I still have purple on my leg. I've been scrubbing it for 3 days.
I saw that earlier and I thought maybe it was part of your tattoo.
No, it's paint from Jordan's house.
yeah,
You
because
brought the purple wall back?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like Brie called it Barney purple, and I was like, oh
It
man. But yeah, so we're going with the entrance, and the living room is purple. My bedroom is black. The kitchen's gonna be like a dark purple. My bathroom is gonna be Beetlejuice themed, so it's gonna be like a light like lilac purple with black and white stripes. So
Nice.
purple house.
Yay. That's so fun.
Yeah. So thank you very much. I was very moved to have so many people come over and just start working, and it was like, oh my God, okay, this is awesome. So talking about having an awesome community
Right?
and
Yeah.
It's
people
amazing.
that help you out when you need it the most.
Yes,
So
it's amazing.
yeah.
My people are on the internet.
Shout out internet.
You
peeps.
have a lot of people who support you.
Thanks to all the Monster Art Monday people.
Hey, Jason helped you move that fireplace thing.
That's right.
Oh, he made us a fireplace
He
thing.
did.
Oh
and
yeah,
it was
he did.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
shout out
tried
to
to help
Jason,
with the
huh?
microwave, but
Yeah, well, that's the whole
I was thinking
thing.
about that earlier. Like, I'm so glad I'm not a man. Like, whenever it comes to stuff like that, like watching them try to move that microwave and that fireplace, I'm like, God, I'm glad all I
Yeah.
have to do is like, shave my legs every
Yeah.
day.
Happy birthday.
Thank
birthday.
you.
That's my shout
Happy
out.
birthday.
Thank you.
Shout out to everyone who came to Skellington Market and the Oddities Curiosities Convention.
Nice.
We had a fucking crazy busy weekend, but it was amazing. And you all really showed up.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you.
It was a great market.
It was.
I got to shout out Maddie because she
Yeah.
specifically requested it, first of all. So
Aw.
shout out Maddie.
Shout out Maddie.
I couldn't be here tonight if she wasn't watching Bane and, getting all that going. And also, this is her dress and her homecoming queen tiara.
It looks so good on you. Like I said.
These are even her shoes, literally wearing everything of
Oh my
hers.
God. That's
so
awesome.
shout out for that also.
And Bane's he's about to be 4, but I think he has a tiny crush on Maddie.
Oh, for sure.
Because I told him, I was like, Maddie's coming. And he said, Dada, shirt. And
Is that a change?
Because he had
Change.
his button, he had a 3-button shirt on and he was missing a button. He said, Dada, shirt.
Oh,
Like he was
God.
frantic for me to change his shirt before Maddie showed up.
So cute. I can't wait to tell her that
That's
she's going to be
adorable.
so happy. She was like almost in tears whenever he gave her his first fist bump.
Oh,
she came
yeah.
home and she was like, he gave me a fist bump tonight. I think he really likes me. And I was like, I'm pretty sure he does already like you, but
Yeah.
that's really cute.
Yeah.
That's
He loves her.
adorable.
Aw, so cute.
I love it.
And those are your only shout outs?
Oh God, now I feel the pressure.
Jason.
Shout out you guys for having me back again.
Yes.
The
I
other
love
girl
it.
we do
Shout
the
out
podcast
Sean for
with.
my amazing birthday gift. And yeah, shout out to my husband because he's just freaking awesome.
Hell yeah. All right, well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Ooh.
Yay!